Now, first on the Western Slope, you're watching KREX 5 News at 5.
Well, good evening and thanks for watching KREX 5 News at 5. I'm Adrian Thomas. KREX continues to bring you the latest information regarding the novel coronavirus or COVID-19, including the latest numbers and stats. Let's take a look at our region and the state. As of last night, according to Mesa County Public Health, there are now 11 confirmed cases in Mesa County. In Montrose County, there are also now 11 confirmed cases and now 2 confirmed cases in Delta County. In Garfield County this evening, there are now 25 cases being reported by the state. The latest count for the state of Colorado this evening is 2,307 cases, an increase of over 300 from Saturday. And statewide, 47 people have now died from COVID-19. We're still waiting on an official update from various county public health departments on the Western Slope, and we'll bring you those details this evening in our 10 p.m. broadcast. President Trump has said he was considering a short-term quarantine for coronavirus hotspots in 3 states. They include New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Now, Trump says in a tweet he's opting for a travel advisory. The CDC issued that travel advisory Saturday evening. It urges residents of the 3 states to refrain from non-essential domestic travel for 14 days. And while Americans wait for their stimulus checks to arrive, the FBI and other government agencies are warning people not to fall for scams. The government officials say scammers are also trying to steal people's money by asking for personal or financial information through calls, texts, emails, or even websites. Americans are eligible for up to $1,200 per person and should expect to see that money within 3 weeks, according to Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. However, others who filed their taxes electronically in the past may see a direct deposit in their bank sooner than that. Officials say scammers will likely try phishing scams by claiming to be from the government and asking for your personal information. Now, taking a closer look at that travel advisory in the Northeast, more than 130,000 Americans have been diagnosed with coronavirus and more than 2,300 people have died. At least 215 million Americans are under some sort of shelter-in-place order. Now, the 3 states at the epicenter of the outbreak face new orders. Melissa Rainey has more.
This is not a lockdown. It is a travel advisory to be implemented by the states, in essence.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has issued a travel advisory for residents of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, urging them to refrain from any non-essential domestic travel for 2 weeks. More than half of the cases of coronavirus in the country are in those 3 states, along with nearly half of the deaths. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy says that won't be much different than what people in his state are already doing.
The fact of the matter is people really aren't traveling a whole lot. A travel warning we're fine with. The fact of the matter is we are all in on flattening that curve, social distancing as aggressive as any states in America.
President Trump floated the idea of a mandatory quarantine for the area before members of the White House Coronavirus Task Force talked him out of it.
The reason for that is that you don't want to get to the point where you're enforcing things that would create a big of difficulty, morale and otherwise, when you could probably accomplish the same goal.
Meanwhile, the task force has received proposed guidelines on relaxing social distancing in areas, particularly in Middle America, where infection rates are low. That would allow some businesses and schools to reopen. I'm Melissa Rainey reporting.
And social distancing efforts are being ramped up by the Colorado Department of Transportation. CDOT is suspending its Bustang and Outrider bus service between cities. This goes into effect today. The suspension is meant to reduce inter-city travel to help reduce the spread of COVID-19. The suspension is planned to last through at least April 11th and will be reevaluated as guidance or orders from the governor change. A statement from CDOT says avoiding non-essential travel between cities and regions is an important part of limiting the spread of COVID-19 between different communities. Colorado Governor Jared Polis secures a major disaster status for Colorado from the federal government to help fight the COVID-19 pandemic. States already under this status include California, New York, and Washington. The governor's major disaster request was approved by the federal government on Saturday night. In a statement, Governor Polis said because of this major disaster declaration, Colorado is now eligible to receive additional federal resources to help address the COVID-19 pandemic. He went on to say this declaration ensures Colorado can be on a level playing field with other states that already have this status, like New York and Washington, when it comes to federal disaster funding and FEMA assistance. And in Garfield County, the Public Health Department is asking for county residents' help in tracking community impact of COVID-19. So if you're experiencing manageable COVID-19 symptoms such as cough, fever, or shortness of breath, Public Health would like to capture this information. So visit the Garfield County website testing page. That's the address at the top of the graphic. Click on the red COVID-19 panels. You may access a self-report symptoms form. Also located on the Garfield County COVID-19 testing page is a form to gauge mental health during the COVID-19 pandemic. This form is for everyone with or without symptoms and is aimed at tracking how community members are feeling during this time of isolation and social distancing. Well, what do you miss most during this time of social distancing? We want to keep you informed about the latest concerning the COVID-19 pandemic, but we also want to highlight how our community is feeling. So while keeping a safe social distance, we asked some folks this weekend how they are feeling about social distancing and adapting in order to keep one another safe. KREX 5's Jessica Batista reports.
Getting fresh air at a safe distance can make all the difference during this time of social distancing to help stop COVID-19. I asked some isolated walkers about what they miss the most while they're at home.
Well, I definitely would appreciate just kind of going to school and being able to see my classmates, my professors.
I really appreciate just any time I get with my family.
Well, definitely all of my teachers.
I'm really appreciating watching how our community is coming together.
With more time at home, some people have had a chance to self-reflect on things they have taken for granted.
Definitely say as a kindergarten teacher, I probably took for granted all the daily hugs that I gave and received from my students, and just being able to see their faces. Definitely miss them right now.
And even though kids are not able to go to school and are forced to stay home, this situation has given some parents a chance to spend more time with their children.
I've got 2 little girls, and being a full-time worker, you get to see them when they come home from school, quick dinner, and go to bed. And so being able to spend every day with them is it's awesome.
And people on the Western Slope are not the only ones practicing social distancing.
I'm keeping my social distance by making sure when I do interviews, I have my microphone on this pole. I'll take a couple of steps back, giving me and the person I'm interviewing space.
And while social distancing is the right thing to do, it can still be challenging, especially for teachers.
Very, very hard. I will be teaching remotely starting next week, and I'm hoping to do some one-on-one conferences just so I can see their faces.
First on the Western Slope, Jessica Batista, KREX 5 News.
And the folks we spoke with for this story also say the strength and resilience of their community is the main thing that's getting them through this difficult time. Stay with us. We'll be right back.